Alright, so in this video, I will be basically showing how we can create a prototype in Base44, export that, get that into cursor, and convert that to a production app that we can deploy on Vercel, and it's live for the users to use. Okay, so let me actually show you basically the base architecture of this application. First, first it's a multi-tenant app. Basically, a user comes in, sign up with Google, it creates their own account on the app, so we just call it business. So after that they can do like the calendar integration, basically Google calendar integration and a Slack integration. Once that is set up, once a new appointment is booked on that calendar, they immediately get a notification on their Slack channel. This is the whole flow of this application. Now how actually I started with everything is basically I just described ChatGPT what I want to create. So I gave it a brief of what I want to create, and I mentioned specifically I want to do it in Next.js and I want to use a Next.auth. Okay, and make it basically multi-sign up, multi-user. So a person comes in, like a business comes in, they sign up, they can attach their own calendar and everything. Now it created a base44 prompt which I just then copied and pasted into this base44 app. Gone into plan mode, it created a plan which I approved immediately, and it created the whole app in one shot. So this is what it created: customers, appointments, integrations, and settings and profile. Okay, now then I just like exported this code as a zip file here, which then I set up my own like cursor project. So what I did is I just dropped that reference app here, created a new like Next.js project by npx create next app at the rate latest and dot means like this current folder. Okay, I set up everything and then I created a GitHub repository. So I created a new GitHub repository called appointment OS. Then I like basically just copied the SSH origin from here and gone back here and just added git remote add origin this. Okay, after that I just pushed the code to my GitHub's main branch. Now the next things were basically like copying the same functionality and UI from the reference app and creating it into the production Next.js app. So I just gave the instructions to the agent. It basically like first copied everything, every file. After that, there were two or three bugs which I just copied the entire bug code, like bug log, and just gave it to my agent. Okay, so there are few things we need to keep in mind. Like we need to create a Google Auth app. So basically, I have the Google Client ID, Google Client Secret. I have the Auth secret which we can create with this command. Okay, it will give us a random 32 character string. That will be the secret. And then I need a database URL and direct URL which we get actually from Supabase. So how actually I did that, basically instead of using some external like sources for the database, I just use the Vercel. So if I go to vercel.com, I created basically I clicked on basically the add new project, and yeah, just imported my appointment OS, which also deployed this. One thing to keep in mind is keep the preset Next.js. Okay, so then I basically clicked on the storage to connect like Supabase. Here we will actually see multiple options we can use like Neon or Supabase. I basically clicked on Supabase, just gone through the onboarding, and yeah, it got set up. And if we after it's set up, if we go back to environment variable, we will see all those environment variable added. Okay, and then I added few of the variables that I needed for the app to work, which was these ones. After I added this, basically I did a new push to the main branch and it deployed the app. The app is actually deployed on Vercel and it's working fine now. There is one thing I need to change, which is like using session pooler as the database URL. So I just asked ChatGPT like this is the error I'm getting, and it mentioned like for serverless, we need to use a session pooler like database URL. So just go to your Supabase project, click on this connect. Here we can see both like direct connection and transaction pooler. So it just say like it is for stateless application like serverless function. Serverless function like basically Vercel like runs on serverless functions. So we need to use this transaction pooler. Just copy this and add it in basically your EME. So it looks like this. We just need to change the date, like password. And the direct URL, basically if you go to direct connection, you can copy it from it. Okay, so after this, I redeploy it, and if I just go to here, so I have like connected everything. So this Slack I'll disconnect because Google Calendar I have already shown like how to connect. I'll just show you how to connect Slack also. So just click connect. Now I'll just head back to my main Chrome profile. Just visit api.slack.com, manage apps, the app. So basically you can create a new app from here. I already have one, so I'll just use this one. So auth and permissions, and copy this auth token and paste it here. Validate token, general notification, and connect Slack. So general notification is the channel we will receive notifications on. If I go here and create a new event, so test event number 3, and the guest will be this email, save and don't save. So we created another event. If I just go to appointments, this is that event, test event number 3. And if I go to general inquiries, I'll just move it, and general inquiries, we can see the notification, the customer meeting like details and the meeting URL. So this is basically the whole application. I have like pushed the code, so everything is here in this public repository, which I will like add the link in the video description. So you can play around with this yourself, and if you want, you can actually fork this and create new pull requests, adding new features to it. So yeah, so this is the whole application. Let me know if you have any question. If you want to discuss something, just drop them into comment section, and I'll be happy to respond to those.